KEYC News Now to Go is sponsored by Rivers Edge Hospital and Clinic. People caring for people.
Moments like these make life worth living. Rivers Edge Hospital and Clinic is your partner in taking control of your own health. Take your steps towards a lasting tomorrow. Rivers Edge Hospital.
Thanks for joining us for this KEYC News Now to Go update. I'm Mitch Keegan filling in for Jackson Jurek. In a few moments here, I'll be joined by First Alert meteorologist Caitlin Lohr with a look at your warmer First Alert forecast. Minnesota's 2025 legislative session has officially run its course. The Minnesota Senate adjourned just a few hours ago early this morning, wrapping up a marathon one-day special session that lasted nearly 16 hours. The House and Senate passed a total of 15 bills over the course of the day. Most debates were short, hitting the floor and getting a vote within 20 to 30 minutes. Others took longer. One bill that gained a lot of attention was a bill that would cut access to Minnesota Care benefits for undocumented immigrants. The bill passed both chambers, but not before spurring 4 hours of debate in the House and more than 2 hours in the Senate. In the end, the bill passed the House with just a single vote, that of a reluctant DFL leader, Melissa Hortman.
I know that people will be hurt by that vote, and we worked very hard to try to get a budget deal that wouldn't include that provision.
Well, the Senate passed the bill with 4 DFL votes. Several other bills saw passage in this special session, including one that will regulate data centers in the state and a bonding bill. Still, the wild card of the legislative session has been the tied Minnesota House. The House entered the year with a tie, forced to work across party lines on all major bills to ensure the passage of a state budget. It was always going to be a steep task, as partisan differences created intense divides in some key areas. As the House gavelled out early this morning, Speaker Lisa DeMuth had high praise for the collaboration they saw this year.
There were times throughout this process that we got to be frustrated with each other all the way along the road rather than just having it all build up at the very end. We have proven that we can govern together.
And we will hear more from leadership about the end of the special session on our newscasts later this evening. Well, an exciting programming note just for you. Local news and weather are coming back to your mornings. Starting on Monday, Cato Mornings will be bringing you the latest local news, national headlines, and of course, your First Alert forecast. You can watch Cato Mornings on KEYC CBS, KMNF NBC, as well as our free streaming platforms like KEYC's Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV apps, of course, our website, news app, and many other cable and satellite streaming TV providers. Watch Cato Mornings with Jackson Jurek and meteorologist Caitlin Lohr weekday mornings from 6 to 7 starting on Monday. And speaking of Caitlin Lohr, I know for one you are very excited about that.
Yeah, you know, it has definitely been, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. It's been a secret that we have been holding on to for a couple of weeks now, and it has been one that has been just itching to come out. And now that it's out, it is so exciting to hear all the positive feedback from it, and for us to be able to not give in and give up and continue to provide what we could when we could, and just bringing it back. I can't explain the excitement that everybody is
and that's kind of how, like you said, bringing headlines and news, that's kind of how KEYC News Now to Go came about to be.
Yeah, and you know, we did what we could. You know, we were handed the cards. We were dealt out this hand, and we said, let's do what we can. And we just showed our perseverance and came through and showed that we are very different as a small TV market than other small TV markets. So we're here, we're gonna stay, and you got your wish. We are back, and so is that wildfire smoke.
Yeah, it is. I've noticed that.
You said you were looking out the window this morning, and it's a little hazy out there, but the good news is the forecast for that wildfire smoke, or at least for that air quality here at the surface, is going to be that yellow color across the state. If you recall, that yellow color just means moderate, and as I was explaining it earlier, it's kind of like green is good, right? Green is, you don't have to worry about anything. Yellow is more of like an isolated incident, kind of like, think of severe weather. When you have isolated showers and thunderstorms, it means maybe one here, and one there. With that, with the air quality, you might have a few isolated incidents or a few isolated people that may feel the effects of the minor amount of smoke that is here at the surface. Aside from that, majority of us will be able to go about our day as normal. It's just those few isolated individuals. Not saying that you're isolated, but just kind of to put into perspective of how that kind of works as far as that scale goes of who's affected and who's not affected. When you start to get into those sensitive groups and unhealthy for some to unhealthy for all, you're getting into more scattered to widespread groups of people to put into a better perspective. Now, the better news to focus on today is the fact that we are looking at sunshine across the area through this afternoon. A few clouds may move in from the northwest later this afternoon, leading to maybe a stray sprinkle or two down here in the southern part of Minnesota. But really, aside from that, we're not expecting any rain whatsoever today until after midnight when some clouds move in with a few scattered showers. You can see most of that's going to kind of range between the Twin Cities and the Mankato area, stretching across this band across the south central portion of the state. We'll see a few showers here and there overnight. Grab your umbrella for tomorrow because more scattered showers are in store for tomorrow. 84 for the high today. A little smoky out there again, though. It is going to be above our heads, not here at the surface. A little bit of a breeze to kind of help it feel not quite as warm out there. Showers possible after 3 a.m. tomorrow morning as temperatures drop to a low of 61 degrees. Taking a look at tomorrow, like I said, have that umbrella and or raincoat ready. Maybe not for the first half of the day, but through the afternoon and evening hours, scattered showers are going to become more numerous across the area, affecting more of us than just a few of us through the first half of the day. So if you're going to be out tomorrow afternoon or evening, you're going to want to make sure you have that umbrella or raincoat with you. At this point, we're not looking at just showers, but a few thunderstorms possible and heavier rain chances as well mixed in. That's going to leave behind a 1/10 of an inch for most of the area, but right where that band of thunderstorms may develop tomorrow evening, we could see a 1/2 inch of rain in portions of the area. So again, some of these storms may contain some heavy rainfall at times. Here's a look at your extended forecast showing a rather active end to the week with showers and thunderstorms both tomorrow and Thursday, and then isolated chances remain in the forecast through the weekend, which means we are looking at rain, but it's not enough to consider scattered showers. We do know that some of us will see rain through the weekend, but you'll still be able to enjoy being outside, dodging some of those rain chances.
Typical June-like pattern, a little mild, a little rain.
Yeah, you know, and temperature-wise, I think it's pretty fantastic outside.
Yeah.
So we'll take what we can get.
That's right. Thank you, Caitlin, and thank you for watching this KUIC News Now to Go update. And of course, stay with us for the latest local news, weather, and sports on our website.
And download the free KUIC News and Weather apps for the latest headlines and forecast.